Next girl, you got to excuse me now. Ever since I tried to get down to Old Navy and get some of these blouses, I've been a little off track. But I'm going to tell you what Wednesday mornings are good for. Wednesday mornings are good for catching up on whatever's going on in the universe, because it ain't like shit come on TV on Tuesday night. So here's what I'm going to do. Whenever we get in a situation where I fall behind on a video or something, I think Wednesday morning is going to be our little makeup day. Nonetheless, before I get started, y'all hoes, y'all say y'all don't know when I'm calling. Make sure you click the subscribe button and click the little bell so you don't never miss a phone call. And let's just jump right on into what's going on. Girl, after that stale ass episode of Love and Hip Hop Miami on Monday, did you get into Love and Hip Hop New York? Love and Hip Hop New York has been giving me a consistent C. They ain't an A, they ain't an F. It's just a consistent C. Sometimes it fluctuates between C+, other times it fluctuates down to a C-. But nonetheless, it's a consistent C. And you know what? These days and times, and with Love and Hip Hop Miami being as fugazi as it is, I take it. Kian straight up embarrassed herself. Kian came down to the boxing match to support Jaquay. Got herself involved in something that had absolutely nothing to do with her, beefing over this lady about a man that quite frankly ain't neither one of y'all's at this point, and you made a fool out of yourself. Kian, I like you. I want you to stick around. I see why you are there. Just make sure you make the right moves. But if you had to sit down right now and say, why was Kian trying to jump across the table and fight Sophia Body? She got no real reason. Mama, you already got kicked in your jaw once. You already pulling up to the scenes with a disability sticker in your cab. You might want to pipe down just a little bit. Okay. Yandy trying to invite all them girls to the islands is going to be a mess. It's already a mess. The thought of it was a mess. The last time y'all went to an island, it was a mess. Yandy, you almost didn't make it back. Your friendship with Juju, it would seem to me that y'all would keep y'all ass away from islands. Cat, I'm old to Martha's Vineyard. Go to Vermont, go to Connecticut, go to California and ride the train through Napa Valley. Stay y'all ass out of the islands, okay? I don't care how much natural complete devastation to the nation is going on over there. Y'all gonna be hurricane hip hop over there tearing up them people's lives, and you supposed to be helping them. Stay from over there. And you know what? Another thing, Yandy, Remy Ma, y'all stop trying to save these hoes that don't want to be saved. That's another one of my things that I'm working on in 2018. I'm just not devoting any energy or time into trying to fix people. And that's a problem I got real bad. Like, I find out something's going on, I get involved, and I try to fix and make everything. It's not my job. Like the girl said, y'all can have it. You want to sit and throw drinks across tables and run across tables and pull your panties to the side. If I'm going to pull my panties to the side, it's going to be for a motherfucker to slide through, not for me to run across the table and try to hit it, bitch, okay? Putting your shoes and your panties off, yes. Pull your panties to the side, let me slide through, okay? Mariah, you one messy piece of trailer park trash. Okay, I found it cute that you apologized to Rich and you were giving him a legitimate, sincere apology. Then on the backside of that apology, you're going to tell him you need to stop working with your artist. You need to let her go, so on and so forth. How could you do something like that? And who are you to tell us? First of all, quiet as it's kept, Self about need to stop working with you. Wasn't he working with you and Cardi at the same damn time? And one is up here and the others, I mean, whew. You got eyes, but they not for me. I'm just using mine for what they for, and that's to see that, yeah, you ain't necessarily the person that need to be talking to anybody about artist development or what they should be doing with their artists, because if you knew so damn much, you'd be doing it with yourself. I would say keep doing what you're doing, but no, that ain't what we need you to do. We need you to stop what you're doing. We might even need you to stop, drop, and roll. But mind your business when it comes to other people's HR situations. Jonathan moved me twice in this episode, and I've always considered Jonathan to just be like a little side character that helps interweave the other characters. Jonathan, with that conversation he had with his sister about conversion. Well, first of all, let me back up. Whenever you go to New York, do not go down to Jonathan's sister bar, because they control the liquor with that little thing on the Kettle One bottle, and they control how much they pour. As much as I stay down to the bar with the rich cars, be looking for my forever, you will get no tip money out of me if you don't free pour my drink. I just mean that. Or if you don't pour using the jigger, but you put extra in it. I don't like companies that try to restrict my fun by putting that thing on the liquor bottle. You do it like this, and what come out is what you get. And if they do it like this again, you got to pay for 2 drinks. Bitch, bad. That's number one. But this ain't about the economics of them people bar, and I'll call y'all about that later. Nonetheless, I've always heard people talk about this gay conversion therapy stuff as part of like documentaries on TV or whatever. I don't know anybody personally who's done it. In the black community, I do have friends whose parents called their pastors or their uncles that are pastors and tried to have them exorcise this demon out of them, because it's the demon. One of my really good friends tells me this haunting story about how his family just really embarrassed him and had him in the kitchen, and they were throwing stuff at him and hitting him and throwing blessed oil and holy water and hollering and cooing. He was like, and when he finished and went to sleep and woke up, he was still gay and wanted to jump on the dick even more. So I don't know if them people had conjured the spirits of no dick or all the dick. Nonetheless, that's what happened when you not qualified to be trying to exercise or convert any damn body. You know what happened? It probably was somebody on the down low or somebody in the closet as part of the prayer circle, and that's what had let the dick demon get in. See, the church think they do a good. Lord, I'm just going all off task. It was a dick demon in there during their exorcism, and that's why they couldn't get my friend right. The damn Christians. Make sure before you try to exercise somebody off the dick that you ain't wanting it either, okay? And that's just my Christian message for today, sponsored by ChristianMingle.com. The conversation Jonathan had with his sister, it was very insightful, because I see those things on TV, but you never think that they really happen in real life. And I love that his sister was practical and level-headed enough to say, you need to have that conversation with mom, and they had it. It was sad because the mom, and I'm going through some things right now with my personal family with reconciling some things that have happened in my past. And once you get past the pain and the hurt and all the other emotions, you realize that people are doing the best they can with the tools that they have. Jonathan's mom, although she caused him harm, didn't mean any harm. And on my spiritual journey, as Dr. Heavenly would say, I'm learning to put down the anger and the pain and to judge people for their intentions. And her intent was good. It rubbed me the wrong way a little bit that she, you know, I was going to say in families of color, but I think it's in all families. Folks be knowing that they did something wrong to you or that they made a mistake, and when you try to tell them about it, then they make it about them. I'm so overwhelmed, I can't hear no more. Nah, bitch. You need to hear it, because you hearing it is part of my healing, and I got to get this off. And you, yes, and all the pain and shit that you're enduring right now, you need to feel that pain. You need to cry through it, feel through the pain, guilt, and suffering, so we can move past it. And that way it's a conversation that's been on the table, and it's no longer some big secret looming over our heads. So I commend Jonathan's sister for being level-headed enough to tell the mom, no, stop. You need to hear him. And then it all came full circle. I'm good with that. Is it me? Or do Carl be looking like a 13-year-old boy that got in trouble when Mo be talking to him? Now, it's bad enough he grow a beard that can't connect. I call it that Anthony Hamilton prepubescent beard, that adolescent beard, that, that PE class musty beard. That's what I call it. But when Mo be going in on him, he just be sitting there looking sad like a little boy. I just ain't used to no grown ass man looking like no puppy dog when he in trouble. It's a little weird to me. Bree and Trina, I'm gonna tell you something. This episode taught me the importance of the cosign. I had never heard of Bree before Love and Hip Hop. I think I had seen her on a Breakfast Club interview with Trina or something. I didn't click on it, didn't pay it no attention. And I know Trina don't just jump on tracks with everybody. And not that Trina is the Don Diva of the game, but she is a veteran. And so when I saw Trina in that video, it made me take notice. It made me say, okay, If Trina is doing a little cameo over here, then this girl must be something or someone to pay attention to. And don't get me wrong, I'm sure, you know, it was easier to get Trina because she was part of the Love and Hip Hop franchise, and it's probably some kind of deal they all worked out. But nonetheless, it was refreshing to see her over there, and it made me say at some point today when I ain't got nothing else to do, that I'ma check out Bree's stuff and I guess the song with Trina and see what Mama is giving. Rich told Bree right about staying out the mix. I just don't understand for the life of me between Dream Doll, Mariah Lynn, Bree, and Bianca, like why they can't squash it or why they feel like every time somebody says something they gotta respond or jump across the table or run across. It's childish and it's kiddie. And if I was Clive Davis or L.A. Reid or any other big time music person, Simon Cowell, Puff Daddy, who was looking to sign, or hell, even Mona Scott Young for that matter, looking to sign an artist and take you into meetings and convince these people to put millions of dollars on your head so we can get to the money, I would be thinking twice because you're not finna embarrass me and fuck over all the church's money. And y'all know what I'm about to say. Not with my goddamn money. Okay, like it's not a good look. And y'all got to see, y'all got to be able to differentiate the short game from the end game. Yeah, the short game is to make the show crunk because that's the check that y'all getting right now. But you can't let your short game affect your end game. And truth be told, on these shows, y'all gonna have a 3 to 5 year run. Then what's next? And if you don't tarnish your name with all this fighting and panty pulling and hair tossing and shoe throwing, ain't nobody gonna want to work with you, and all your short-term money gonna be gone. So mama, y'all got to play this thing smart. Y'all got to play it smart like Cayenne. See, Cayenne said, oh shit, I made an ass out of myself, so now I got to apologize and I got to start crying. But I'm gonna point out one thing. She took the acting classes or watched my videos once, because Cayenne got down on her knees, started crying, right? Well, she started making crying like noises. But she knew she couldn't squeeze no tears from her birth pains out her eyes. So she kept her face this way. Mama, we ain't see a damn piece of tear. She made a mistake and turned around to Jacquay. I'm expecting makeup and stuff to be running and we ain't see nothing. But I could commend her for crying with your back turned. That's how you gonna do it. That way we can't call you on the bullshit, even though we know that's the bullshit. I want to say this about Cayenne. I notice every time Cayenne film, with the exception of that boxing scene, it's almost like a commercial for her music and just letting the world know, we got this chick in the back, this what she could do. I was loving her in there rapping over that jazz ensemble. I loved it, and that's what made me say, yeah, Cayenne ain't gonna be here long. Cayenne gonna pop in once like they did with Cardi. She gonna sign up to pop in twice just to get it signed to the deliver, and she's going straight to music. That's the same route I kind of wanted Dream Doll to go as well, because she does fit the cookie cutter mold of the music industry right now. Those like Mariah Lynn, y'all gonna have to stay over here because ain't nobody really checking. So Mariah, you go ahead and make the best out of being on reality TV. Dream Doll pop out, Cayenne pop out, Bree. I'm on the fence with you. Bianca, you've got enough exposure now, but the music ain't meeting the exposure at the moment. So I don't want you to pop out because you might pop out and need to pop back in, but because you popped out, you can't pop back in, and then now you have no platform. So what we're gonna need Bianca to do is get that music up to the popularity and to the demand of the show, and then I'll tell her to pop out. Is it me, or did y'all catch Peter and Tara back messing with each other? When I got off the handicap bus, the senior citizen bus, and got out the bus down to the diabetic seminar, I seen Peter and Amina walking there, and then I wasn't sure that was them. Me and Greg Leaks had got off the bus together. And I wasn't sure that was her. So when they played the episode and I saw her, why you there? And don't give me you was there to support Rich, because your ass was in the shot with Peter. That girl back messing with Peter. Let me tell you something. Peter must got that Peter shitty feet and all. I was about to say I want to sample it. But if your shit gonna have me that damn stupid, I don't even want it. Peter, guns, and Stevie J is two pieces of meat I just don't. I want, but I don't want. Like, I don't want it. I don't want it. I don't want that kind of aggravation in my life. But bitch, you can tell me about it. It's got to be good for you to let a broke motherfucker play you the way this man been playing you up and down these New York streets and these national TVs of the world. Nonetheless, Rich Diabetical's speech was very nice, and it was one of those real moments. He shed a tear, and his mama say, bitch, don't cause me to lose my insurance. Don't put diabetes on me. She said, pre-diabetes, She said, don't put me in the casket before my time. I know that's right. Is it me? Or is Carl repeatedly creeping up on Little Mo kind of creepy? Like that scene when Mo was talking to Yandy. And then Carl crept up nowhere, out of nowhere with them flowers. The shit is just creepy. He's giving me a creeper, Mr. Raper Man vibe. You know what I'm saying? And Lil Mo, you are the worst example of what a woman should be on TV in these days and times. At the moment, you talk all this mess, all this smack, and you sound like a damn chihuahua that ain't gonna bust a grape. And all it takes is for Carl to come to you with these fake goodbyes, phony alibis, and tired ass apologies, and you just fall right back in his arms. It's like it's almost as if it's like a vicious cycle of abuse. He beat your ass. He's not beating you though. He treating you like shit, taking advantage of you. You get mad for a week. He just come and hug you and say sorry and bring you some $5 off the New York subway flowers, and you go right back to it. Like, you are creating a situation for this man to do whatever he want to do to you because you take him back at the drop of a dime. Like, get it together, ma. Get it together. I will say this with Love and Hip Hop. Because my notes, they talk about Jonathan and his mom in the conversion therapy, and we already did that, and I'm going to tie it in with the hurricane help that Yandy them did. I am glad that Love and Hip Hop, as well as some of the other reality TV shows now, are now using the platform to call awareness to social issues and things that are going on in the community. That was excellent. I love the way they organically called attention to conversion therapy and just the way, treatment of people with different sexualities and so on and so forth. Not to mention calling awareness to the hurricane stuff and going out there and helping. As many as some people would argue stereotypes that these shows perpetuate, it is glad to see that, while we cooning and having fun over here, we can also do some positive stuff over here. And with that being said, y'all, that's really bad. Oh no, that ain't it. I did kind of talk on the sit down and why they can't stop cutting up. Anyway, Nessa girl, I gave it the best I had with what they gave me. It was, it was just like, it wasn't no extreme highs. It wasn't no extreme lows. It just was what it was. And I'm finna get out of here and see if I can glam myself up, go get me a little piece of cocktail and call you later on today by Jada Pinkett and Monique. Bye.